Understanding Your Impact on This World. By Jenny Schiltz. Website www.channelingthemasters.org. The guides have asked that I share this experience as it will help each of us truly understand our impact on our world. I was feeling the need to take a road trip. I had no destination in mind, only that I wanted to get away. Within a few hours my husband calls and says, "Let's get away this weekend." I laughed at the synchronicity of it all. I asked where he wanted to go and he suggested that we explore the $1 Million Byway in Colorado ski country before the roads became too hard to traverse without a four-wheel drive. I was totally game. That evening we were discussing it and he said that he found a place called the Victorian Inn. We called but they were full. I hopped on Priceline and much to my surprise there was listed the Victorian Inn. We booked it and planned our journey. It turned out that the inn we called was in Orion. The one we booked online was in Telluride. It didn't matter to us, it was all along the byway. However, I came to understand that being there was no accident. As we were exploring this gorgeous little town of Telluride, we saw where there is a hiking trail up to a waterfall. I felt this really strong pull and we decided to make the 3-mile round-trip hike to the waterfall. The 3 miles seemed doable, but it was the incline that was getting me. My lower back and neck were really bothering me and I was starting to get nerve pain down my arms. I felt a little defeated. My journey to health has been a long one and it still continues. Just when I was getting ready to turn around so that I didn't do damage to my body by inflaming the nerves more and ruining the rest of my trip, I saw waking next to me one of my guides, Eagle Eye. He is the one I merge with to extract things that don't belong on people, such as negative thought forms. He told me that it was important that I make it to the waterfall, that it was no coincidence that I was at that place, at that time. I then found myself surrounded by 15 or so Native Americans. They seemed to be in celebration as they walked near me. There were children and dogs running about and it really lifted my spirits. One young brave around 13 started talking to me and told me that he was learning to be a warrior. I asked if his tribe fought much and he said no, but we fight elk, with his eyes twinkling full of joy and adventure. In no time we rounded the last bend that led to the waterfall. It was stunning and took my breath away. It took my breath away. Right on time, my husband says to my little one, "Let's leave mom to rest and go do some exploring." My husband proves to me time and time again that you do not have to spiritual or really understand esoteric things to be of service. You only need to be in tune with yourself to get messages from spirit and allow it to guide you. That for some mountain biking is as soul healing as meditation. I settled on a rock overlooking the falls and allowed the stress in my muscles from the hike up leave me. Just then Eagle Eye was beside me and he asked if I was ready. I then followed him through an opening deep into the earth. It was there that I saw black goo, thick as tar, that needed to be removed. I understood now why I was here, to help Guy heal. I merged with Eagle Eye and we began removing the goo and sending it to the light above for transmutation. We had removed most of it, but there was this one section that just wouldn't budge. Eagle Eye then says, "You are forgiven for all that you have been blamed for." Just then this last area came off, turned into bats and began to head to the light of day, where they transformed into a whole flock of starlings. I emerged from my guide and said to him, "What does she need to be forgiven for?" "It is us that dig into her, take her fluids, and poison her." He said to me that she has been blamed and cursed for so many things. People blame her when it is too hot, too cold, too much rain, or not enough rain. She is cursed for the storms, the floods, the volcanoes, even though much of what happens is her healing, her releasing. He told me that she is no different than us. If someone yells at us, calls us names, or does not see our value, we too take it in and it becomes something that needs to be removed. The experience for me was heartbreaking and eye-opening. I too have complained and cursed the earth, not feeling gratitude and benefit for what I am experiencing in this moment. I too have taken earth for granted. Since that experience, I have been more aware of my thoughts, not only directed at the earth but the ones at myself and others. My guides have been constantly reminding me your thoughts are things. What are you creating? What are you sending to other people? I have come to realize just how unconscious I can be with my words. For example, I was already tired and frustrated and was struggling to open a package when I yelled ARRR, I hate life. Just then I felt the familiar reminder and said cancel, clear. And then asked myself what I really needed at that moment to bring me back into balance. I needed rest. I had pushed myself too far that day. I am now consciously watching my thoughts and words, becoming aware of what I am creating in each moment. I am also able to see how my negative thoughts can snowball and really affect all things around me. That it is up to me to shift my thoughts, word and focus. To become fully aware of our thoughts and words and their ramifications is a very important part of the process of being a master on earth. In conversation with my highest aspect last night, she said that I needed to share this information in a blog, not just on my Facebook page. She explained that the time is now for people to become fully aware of what they are creating with their thoughts and words. She explained that the last channeling with Lady Noddle was not having the impact needed. For some that thought that we can create our own reality, our own personal hologram is too abstract. Many still do not understand that our reality is the living, breathing manifestation of our thoughts. Everything is created by our thoughts because while we may not be able to see them, thoughts are things with form, vibration and substance. Think on a time when you were witness to a verbal argument, the glaring eyes, and the aggressive or hurt stance of the participants. How did you feel? Did you find a part of your body aching? Maybe your shoulders got tight or your heart started palpitating and you felt under attack even though you were not involved? That is because you were under attack. The energy of their words was flying around and it may have found a home attached to you. Have you ever been in a bad mood and walked into a grocery store and you can't find what you need? The people are pissy and you wound up forgetting the one thing you went there for in the first place? Understanding energy and manifestation is understanding that if you had gone into the same exact store at the same exact time but with a better frame of mind, things would have gone smoothly and most the people you encountered would be neutral or pleasant. I can't stress enough that it is time to walk in our power, and that means being responsible for our creations. I am not saying that we cannot have bad mood or experience negative emotions. It is about owning them and being responsible. That when we react in anger or have negative thoughts, that we then ask that all negativity released is then transmitted into healing energy and sent to people and places that need it most. It's picking up your trash after a picnic and not leaving it for others to clean up. It's about understanding your impact on all around you. It's about being fully responsible for your creations. We are in a very important time and we have the ability to shift all around us. We have the ability to create our thoughts, words and actions. Our job is to make sure that these are in alignment with what we want to create instead of what we don't want. I hope that all of you are doing well through this massive shift in consciousness. Be gentle with yourselves, for this time is testing us in all ways. Thank you to all who share this work. It means the world. Jenny. For information on having a session with Jenny Schiltz, please visit information on booking a session, or to book directly go to jschiltzappointee.com. Join the Facebook page to keep up to date on the energies channeling the masters. Website www.channelingthemasters.org. Copyright 2016, Jenny Schiltz. If you repost, please maintain the integrity of this information by reprinting it exactly as you find it here, and including all the links above and the link to this original post. Thank you. As with all information we receive regarding the ascension process, discernment is necessary. If you read or hear something and it does not resonate, simply let it go and find what makes your soul say yes.